Terry Crews, if you don't tell her, I'm going to leave. Yes.
What do you think has been the biggest mistake that was the hardest for you to forgive yourself?
Being unfaithful to my wife. First movie I ever auditioned for, I got. It's a big Schwarzenegger movie. I'm on it. I was going to be the best actor of all time. Dude, so I'm up there and I'm in a tailspin. I'm lonely, I'm hungry, I'm angry, and I'm tired. I decide for the first time to go to a massage parlor. And I'd heard about things, but she's like, well, I'll go get a massage. You know, you justify.
Right.
I went there and was unfaithful. And the big trick is, it's right, this is gonna give you something, this is gonna do something for you. And then you realize you've been duped. I never told her. But then it all came crashing down. It was this night. We call it D-Day. I remember the Super Bowl was coming up, and I remember It was a snowstorm in New York City. I was in New York, she was in LA. Well, she was like, what is it I don't know about you, Terry Crews? I remember just hanging up. And then I laid there in the bed, and I was like, you know what, keep the lie, don't tell her. And something told me, man, and I ain't gonna tell you, I don't even have to tell you what, it was like the universe, people could call it was God, it was Jesus, it was whatever runs the world, said to me, Terry Crews, if you don't tell her, I'm going to leave. I called her up. We talk again, and I told her. She said, Terry, don't come home. You don't have a home to come to.
Holy cow.
At certain times in a man's life, he's either a fool, he's a victim, or he's a king. And when you're a fool, you're like, you goof it all up. But you think there are no consequences for your actions, but there are always consequences for every act you do, everything, good or bad. But then when you mess your whole life up being a fool, you become a victim. Now, oh my God, look, you know what? You know why I did that? Because I was black. You know what? Because I grew up in all that religion. And my father was an alcoholic. You know, he beat my mom. You know that, right? The table is always full of excuses because they're valid. There's a lot of people against you. But the king stage is when you realize, wait a minute, this is your table. Wait a minute, this is your room. You have to accept whatever you are letting into your life, good or bad. As a king, you have to know that you are responsible for your life, good and bad. You did that. So as a king, if something's not right, it's your responsibility to change it. It's not that I messed up, it's that I made a messed up choice. That changed the framework for me. And I went through the process of guilt, of making sure I was guilty. I knew what, I said, I put my wife through this. I put my family through this. I did this. Now let me correct it. The forgiveness that my wife showed me was when I say a card-carrying lesson for any person ever, because this is the intimacy that I always wanted, because she saw me for who I was, for real. And she said, Terry, I love you anyway.
Wow.